DC just dropped the first trailer for the new Lanterns HBO Max show, and it's either the smartest thing the DC Universe has done, or it's a massive red flag, and this is truly going to suck. Why, may you be asking? Well, because this doesn't look like a superhero TV show, or like how the movies look, or anything like that. No, it looks more like a true detective, crimey, figuring out what's going on type of show, and some people may like that, some people may not. I'm more so on the not side, but hey, we'll dig up. That being said, guys, buckle up as we dig just a little bit deeper into the huge positives, the massive negatives, a couple of Easter eggs, so get your baskets as we go. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Let's get to it. This isn't just another superhero show you're throwing away like the MCU has the last couple of years. No. Lanterns is a part of the DCU, which was James Gunn and Peter Safran's creation, and they're moving forward with it. And if the DCU is going to work, it needs its cosmic backbone, and that's what Lantern Corps and the Green Lanterns have been for the DCU. Space Corps, intergalactic law enforcement, but there is a problem with that. A major one. The trailer shows nothing of that. There is no color, there's no law enforcement corps, there's no intergalactic space, none of it. Okay, the only color we get is like a navy blue jacket that Jon Stewart, Aaron Pierre is wearing. That's a massive problem with me, and then you lead into the tone, right? And how the script is and everything about it. This isn't flashy, it's quiet, it's slow, and it's grounded. And you're gonna have people that love that, and you're gonna have people that hate that. I hate that. I don't want something grounded for the Lantern Corps. They're not your street level, street tier heroes. They're just not. So instead of these giant alien battles or character developments in space, no, it's more of a murder investigation where a small town sheriff is telling Jon Stewart what to do. Two lanterns acting as like lame human detectives. I don't like that. And in the trailer, Aaron Pierre's Jon Stewart quite literally says he hasn't worn the ring for over 2 months. That's a problem. But then you have some people that are like, this could be genius because the Lantern Corps is supposed to be like an intergalactic law enforcement. Well, here they are getting their first look at that, right, as humans on Earth in a small town America. Some people may like that, and you know, to each their own. Now, we all know the core and the heart of this show is going to be the relationship between Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan. Simple as that. And it's a perfect buddy cop story, and I did like the way they were like on screen together and kind of bouncing off each other in the trailer. In a teaser trailer, by the way. Hal is usually way more reckless, and Jonathan is way more disciplined and straightforward. So, the whole show basically could be like a training story. Hal is, you know, way more experienced veteran vibes, while Jon is definitely a more rookie veteran Lantern. I mean, that's clear. So imagine, I guess, training day, but with Green Lantern rings. You know, some people may love that. To each their own. Now, I hate the visuals in this trailer. I cannot stand it at all. I think it is ugly. Everything about the visuals in this show looks so far is disgustingly ugly. There is no color. There is, I mean, the way that Hal Jordan flies in that one scene is ugly. I don't like the way it just is shot almost. I just think everything visually about it is unpleasing to the eye. And that cannot happen. Simple as that. There's dusty environments. It's gray. Right? There's a reason they don't have green lanterns as the title knows, it's just lanterns, because there is no green, which then leads me to my biggest negative is the suit. The suit is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life, right? And you know it's bad when I'm digging back to Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern movie and I'm like, you know what? I would rather have that than have what I'm getting here in a couple months. That's how bad the suit was on this. Because at least this one was green. Yeah, the CGI was wonky, but this one is ugly, military style. There's gold everywhere. I cannot stand it. There's only accents of green. And another big problem, even if you did give us a great suit, I know we're not going to see that until the final episode or two because you're going to fill it with all this nonsense street clothes wearing BS that none of us asked for in a Lantern show or movie. We're not getting anything cosmic-wise. Like, you could sit there and tell me that these are two regular people and it would fully pass and I would fully believe you. There's nothing that strikes, these are the Green Lanterns. There's no Lantern Corps. There's nothing, and that's risky. It's very risky. The Green Lantern Corps and all of them is one of the biggest sci-fi worlds in, I mean, comics overall. And if the entire show just stays completely grounded, you're gonna piss off a lot of people with that. Like, a lot of people. More than you are pleasing the people that like it. It's like, I don't know, imagine making a Batman show, and instead of having him in Gotham, he spends the whole time on vacation in Europe. Like, that's not Batman. Like, how the Lantern Corps isn't just small town weird murder mystery. And whether you like mysteries or not, that's a dangerous game you're playing, because if that mystery sucks and the conclusion is bad, boom, you've ruined the whole show. Everyone tends to forget what good things happened because the mystery we spent 8 episodes on was so garbage that it overlooks everything. So slow burn shows like what Lanterns is probably going to be will live or they will die by the ending. Look, it's just a teaser. There's no way to sit here and tell you whether this show is going to be good or bad from just a teaser. You can have your own specific opinions about it. Like, for example, me, I have a lot of negatives, way more negatives than I do positives. Tons of people that I talked to about this show have now told me how unexcited they are about it. I mean, my girl is literally like, I don't know if I want to watch it anymore. She was super excited for it. She said she'll watch a couple episodes because of me, but other than that, if it sucks, she's turning it off. Things you might have probably missed, though, which, I mean, some are interesting and some really aren't. Some are kind of whatever. The lantern symbol is framed sort of like a sheriff badge in this teaser, which is showing you, yeah, they understand that these guys are law enforcement in some type of way. Yeah, they're not in space right now doing that, but visually, hey, they are lawmen, and I think that is done on purpose. Now, if we dig a little bit deeper, most Green Lantern stories take place, or at least start in Coast City, right? But this show takes place in a small town, right? I mean, everybody probably knows everybody in this town. We see what's going on at some random football field, or there's blood and there's murders, right? Which makes you think isolation can increase tension, and maybe there's a bigger cosmic being that's causing these weird mysteries or weird disappearings or murders, whatever's happening, and it's invading Earth quietly, which could give us the cosmic stuff we kind of want towards the end. So we'll just hold on to that and we'll think about it. Now, who is going to be our main lantern in this show? Well, let's think about it. Jon Stewart gets your more centered, wide shots in this teaser. He's kind of, in the middle all the time, while Hal is bouncing around sides or different things, doesn't really have many moments to himself on screen, which leads me to believe that this could be hinting that Jon, which we kind of already knew because Hal is a lot older, will be our main Green Lantern, which, yes, we probably already knew. But I think this is a set in stone, boom, easy thing. I don't personally think we'll get any mentions to any other superheroes, or you're not going to see Lex or any of these crazy things in this. Superman will not be mentioned, and I don't want that to. I think you can connect shows and movies in different ways than having to mention people's names or show a TV thing. You just don't. And if the DC actually works this time, because Snyder's DCU was what it was, the Lanterns could be one of the most important bridge projects that they're going to have to, put out successfully. Because the Green Lantern Corps, I mean, it connects basically your Earth to your space, your galactic stuff. It's the bridge of those areas, which means, alien threats, cosmic wars, universe, threats, right? Like, imagine, I don't know, what's a MCU kind of same thing? I'm not sure. I don't know. But if it succeeds, you can do insane storylines with that. Now, my biggest concerns is I do think this is going to be too grounded. I do think the show is ugly. I'm not sure I have very many positive. Nothing kind of blew you out of the water. I think the CGI and the flying and everything is going to suck on this. And it's like, yeah, not every action or superhero show or movie needs action, for example, right? Wonder Man did it and Wonder Man was great, but it's his Green Lantern. I want that, and I don't think we're going to get any of that, unfortunately. So this show could either reinvent Green Lantern, which we haven't had for live action, or frustrate fans and really piss off a bunch of people. I want to know what you guys think. Did this trailer excite you? Are you disappointed? How are you feeling? Is the DC playing in too safe? Is it not doing enough? And more importantly, do you want a grounded Green Lantern show, or would you rather have the cosmic vibes? Let me know what y'all think. Douche.